What's up, everybody? Hello. Welcome to the Hustling Sideways podcast. I'm Allen Halas. I'm a music writer.
And I'm Jim Love, and I'm a keynote and motivational speaker.
And in addition to our regular episodes that we do, we've got some great guests. We have talked to a lot of people about their side hustles, their passion projects. We also talk about the things that every side hustler, every entrepreneur, everybody with a side hustle business thing goes through.
Fun things, wild things, tough things, all the above. We have the full spectrum of things. We're a holistic thing podcast is what
Lots of things.
Yes.
Lots of stuff and or things.
Correct.
Today we are talking about one of the more fun things. We're talking about kind of the outlandish things that you do, the great lengths you go to make your side hustle work. And sometimes that involves doing a lot of weird things
Just
that
like
you
funny situations you find yourself when you're like, how did this happen?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I brought this topic up because
Yes.
I think this is definitely something that happens to me in the music business a lot. Because you never know what you're going to do.
No.
I mean, I have done things, I've driven to Target to go buy towels because a band requested towels on stage. I have, for shooting videos, I think we talked about this one other time. I was in a full safety suit on an airport runway.
I remember the airport one.
Yeah. So I've done a lot of ridiculous, weird things, but
Yeah.
specifically, Jim, I want to talk to you about the art of sleeping on a floor.
Ooh, something I haven't done in about 12 years. Yeah.
I do not recommend it regularly, but it is something that I still, to this day, in this past year, have done. Sometimes you need to travel to cover things on a budget, and that is what I've done a few times. And that involves sleeping on a floor or two. This past year I did.
Of friends, correct? Like people
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
people I know.
No, if you're just
Actually, before I have slept on people's floors that, it's not that I didn't know them, but they
like
were
a
friends
mutual
of
friend.
friends.
Yes, I feel that. Yeah.
So there's an art to it. You got to make sure that you grab, the big comforter, ask for that. Always important to either bring your own pillow or find, if you're in a hotel, because this last time I was in a crowded hotel
Yes.
with multiple people, and I was like,
Right.
let's just get the biggest pillows we can get, maybe
Bring 'em down
steal
here,
one or
we're
two.
good. Yeah.
Steal one or
exactly.
two from housekeeping.
They got plenty of them. They'll be
Yeah.
fine.
I've also done it in Texas at South by Southwest,
Oh, yeah.
which was one of the first big music events that I got to cover. Financed that myself and went with some friends from Milwaukee, and I was in a giant Airbnb with a lot of people, and there were more people than beds. And so
That's how it usually goes. Yeah.
that's how I learned that Texas gets cold at night. So I was sleeping in a pair of Marquette basketball shorts, and it dipped down to about 40 degrees
Ooh,
outside the Airbnb.
that's cold. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was cold in the room. It was to the point that the people that were in the beds that actually had the full beds were one of them gave me the fitted sheet, and they were like, "Just wrap this around
Just
you."
gotta go.
Yeah.
Just a little cocoon. You're
So,
set. That's
Yeah,
funny.
that was a quick learning moment.
Well, you find yourself like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
What's going
That's
on?
a quick moment. So for every big Lollapalooza and every big
Yeah.
event that I get to do, there is always a floor that I will
That's
be
always
sleeping on.
it. And I feel, it's funny, so my world of, speaking where I'm traveling different places and trying to speak at different places, I've had one particular one, and then I have a general one. So I showed up kind of early to a gig 4 years ago, and I was maybe a half hour early, which is pretty standard, frankly, because I don't want them to worry. I want
nice
to get
to be
there.
punctual.
Exactly. I'm very punctual, and I like that word. I'm going to keep using that one day. But I remember getting there, and the woman who was checking me in was like, "Well, I'm teaching a class right now, so I could do you want to just come with me?" So I went in the class. They were doing geometry, which is my least favorite subject, but I sat in the back on a desk, and I was like, I guess I've made it. Now I'm hanging out, and I was just there watching all this stuff going on. And then I was like, you know what? I could just get up and leave. I didn't have that power in high school, but right now I'm 28, and I did. I got up and I left. It's no other kid can do that. And I was in your face, students. And then I was I'll talk to you in a little bit. But that was a moment. And then the other ones I've had is if I do have time, either if I'm in between a talk or before it or just hanging out, I just find myself hanging out with high school kids a lot.
Yeah.
It's just something I'm just there, and I'm hi, nice to meet you. And a lot of them don't realize why I'm there. I'm
Right.
there, I'm not hi, I'm your speaker. I just walk in and whatever, and I'm not wearing anything special. So
Right.
a lot of times I'll just be one time there was students getting ready for me to go, and they were playing basketball, so I just played a game of 2-on-2 and actually stuffed a kid at the rim, and it was
There
awesome.
you go. Yeah, no, assert
You gotta
dominance.
come.
That's
You got to
the way
do what
to
you got
start.
to do. I'm an alpha. You got to step in and make it happen. But then 20 minutes later, I'm putting a microphone on. The kid was like, Was
That's
that
the
you?
same
Oh,
kid?
that's the guy who just stuffed me. That was really funny. Yeah, and then I was like, yeah, that's for you, buddy. But it's interesting, and I really enjoy it to like find yourself in those situations. Like, guess this is a thing that I'm doing now. I don't know how I got here, but I'm enjoying it, and I do. I really like have fun with that, and because if not, like I don't think I would enjoy at all what I
Right.
involved in, and like you got to find those silly moments and be like, this is a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that when you are finding yourselves in those crazy moments of, sleeping on floors or hanging around high school kids and it looks weird, but you get it and maybe nobody else does. Those are the moments that you really decide, like, do I want this? Do I really want to enjoy this?
Is
right?
this something I'm in? Yeah.
Yeah. Is this something I really, really committing to? And you find out real quick. I will tell you. Trust me.
This is the right thing to do. Yeah,
I could have came home after that first weekend and just been like, you know what? I'm out.
This
done.
ain't it.
This ain't it. And no, you find out like, okay, these are kind of the dues you pay. These are kind of the moments you go through in order to do the things that you like and the things that you want to do and keep pursuing. So we want to know. These are just two. I could give you stories for days.
There's a lot more. Yeah.
Jim went on an entire tour of Northern Illinois in a day.
I did. Yeah, I had like 3 stops, and you just like this was a couple weeks ago.
Talked till his voice was gone.
And I ended up literally like stopping in a park and just like reading. It was like a Friday afternoon. I'm like, I have nothing else to do. It was just funny. I'm like, no, I would never be anywhere else doing something like this. So what's the weird things that you've done as part of your side hustle that are like. That's not typically a place I'd find myself in, but here I am, and I'm accepting it, and I'm in for the ride.
So leave us a comment or a note or drop us a line on social media and let us know what the weird things are that you've done. If you are listening to this show for the first time, hello, thank you, welcome. You can subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also watch us pretty much anywhere now.
Anywhere you want. Yeah,
so,
open book now.
We are Hustling Sideways on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. TikTok may be coming soon.
It's news to me, but awesome. I'm in. Yeah,
we'll see.
would love that. That'd be fun.
And then you can also, if you want to be on the show as well, send us an email. It's hustlingsideways@gmail.com. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have you talk with us. We got amazing shows with guests as well that we do every other Monday, as well as these shows. So, tell us what your weird thing is because we want to know so that we don't feel as weird.
Correct. We'll probably feel weird generally because we're weird people, but it would be nice to have a little community of weird people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So that being said, we are out of here. We will see you next time. And Jim,
keep on hustling.